crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
The penetrator. Come on, look, because I always went the farthest into the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon. It was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to. But it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Good morning. Yeah, no yelling this morning. No video this morning. I look like shit. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a crazy last couple of days. As a couple of you know, some of you have been here. A Dega Outlaw. This guy right here next to me, Zeropium and Mexican Iron Man, picked up slack for me the last 2 days. A huge thank you. Huge thank you. Just to give you guys a little info and a little update on what exactly happened. Thursday night, I got ill. I did Friday anyway, even though I couldn't keep anything down Thursday night. I did Friday morning. I could not do the late show. I was sick all day. I couldn't keep anything down. I called the doctor, talked to the doctor. They told me that there was a real bad stomach flu going around, the worst in that it's been in like 4 years. They said that if I couldn't keep down liquids, go to the hospital. I got up Monday. I was fully intended to do the show, even though I was sick as hell. And I was evacuating everything right before the show, like 5 minutes, to the point where Adega called me and I didn't know what I was going to do, and Adega stepped up and did the show with Zero. Big thank you to Adega Outlaw. Huge, big thanks. Doc stepped in and really pulled the wagon for me, along with Zero and Mike. A huge, great job yesterday. Mike dropped a huge bomb yesterday. We're going to talk about that a little bit. The big thing, though, I really want to talk about is being honest. That's a big thing. Being honest with your audience today. I'm not just talking about being honest about what's going on. Sometimes we have stuff going on in our lives that, keep us down. Sometimes, and we don't always want to share that. You don't always want to, because some of us aren't looking for pity or anything like that. We want to entertain. We want to bring information. We want to have that discussion, that awesome discussion. And we're not looking to, try and get anything from anybody. We just want to have that discussion. And then you've got, you got the people that are looking for money and that want to take something from you. That's not what we're about in any way, shape, or form. So let me again, thank you, Zero. Thank you, brother, for stepping in.
Anytime. We're all on behalf of everybody. You're getting a lot of well wishes. So yes. And thank you for having me on a YouTube talk, not a YouTuber on YouTube talk. But anyway, yeah. Big thank you to everybody for all your support this week. And again, on behalf of everyone, Loki, good to have you back, brother. We're glad you're doing all right.
It's great to just be sitting here and not feel like I was feeling. So I'm doing better. You noticed I didn't yell this morning. I don't want any chance of any BS happening. So I wasn't yelling this morning. I wasn't doing the Loki yell. Big thank you. Thank you guys. Mark, the mods that look over everything. Machini, what's up, brother? Mark says, welcome back, Loki. Don't overdo it. Eric's phone call. Wait, yeah.
Tending to the cats.
June Wong with $2 Australian super chat says, being honest on YouTube.
Is there such a thing? I'm sure we'll get into that.
We're going to get into that. Sagador of 9 with $2 super chat says, get well, Loki. Thank you so very much, guys. Thank you, all of you that reached out. There's some people that reached out. Machini, brother, thank you so much. So many people reached out. Pacific 414. So many different people reached out. Man Squatch, Arwen, all the mods here, Mike. So many wonderful people reached out just to check on me and make sure I was doing okay. Thank you guys very much. It is very much appreciated to know that this great group of the awesome people that kick ass and take names and don't take any shit have my back. That is more important to me than anything. It's more important than all the tea in China. Arwen says, it's good to see you're taking it easy, Loki. You work very hard and sometimes too much go is not great, blah, blah, blah. Yes, thank you, Arwen.
Yeah.
Very much.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm very lucky to have so many awesome people. And some people don't like that. That's the first thing I'm going to bring up. Henry Gamble says, Loki, hope you're doing better. It always seems like there are a few bugs around the Easter season. Ugh. This is not supposed to be stomach virus season.
No, it's going around here already. Last week it's mild, almost springtime, and now it started snowing again, and Zero's starting to get ill too. So how fantastic is that? Happy early Easter, everybody. Hope you're not getting any whatever the hell bugs are going around, but god damn.
We love you, Arwen.
And all your bacon.
And all the bacon and the unicorns and the,
and the sausages and the butter thighs and pardon my voice if it cracks a time or two this morning. It's starting to go, so I'm gonna hold out. We'll see how long it goes.
He's gonna yell at us in the morning, even if it's in the afternoon. Thank you, Mephisto. Just as long as you're improving, you sound a ton better. I feel better.
That's what I said. He automatically sounded 100 times better when I talked to him this morning.
Yeah,
it's awesome. So, very good sign.
When you can't keep down soup, when you're just like water, water. And then finally you can keep down some soup. Finally you can keep down some bread. Bread was the big thing yesterday. I was like, oh, finally.
bread and water. What a perfect prison meal you were on this week. Oh my God.
Right. Well, at least it wasn't food loaf. God help me. You never want to know what's in food loaf.
Yeah.
So if you ever worked in a prison before, you know what the hell food loaf is. You don't want food loaf.
It's awesome. So many mysterious nutrients involved, but
oh yeah, they just throw whatever in a loaf
like,
of bread, and that's
like
your
table scraps, floor clippings. Who the hell knows what's going on in there?
Thank you, Stig. Stig, brother, thank you. We're kicking ass and taking names. So someone says, well, how do you rate? You got, Adega doing, you got Adega and Zero who did your morning show for you. How do you rate having someone that'll step in and pick up the slack when something happens? The rest of us just cancel shit. It's this community is what makes Mornings of Mischief. Valhalla is what makes this show each and every day. I've said that over and over again. It's not about the money. It's not about being first. It's not about fame. It's not about any of that. Valhalla, this community, is what makes this show Monday through Friday. That is you guys. That is all of you. That's Mike. That's Adega. That's Arwen. That's Zero. That's Mark. It's Penny. It's Psychodorf 9. It's all of you guys. It's not that I rate anything super special. It's that this show is bigger than me. Valhalla is bigger than me. We all stand side by side in the shield wall, and we all fight together. If you want to talk about, anything, rating anything, look at your community and look at what you're doing and think about how you can be better as a community. It's not about attacking people. It's not about going after people. It's not about making outrageous claims about some kind of weird shit going on in a company. It's about bringing people together and forging something that is unbreakable. That's the point. That's what I set out to do. At the beginning, some people didn't see that. They didn't get that. But that's what we set out to do. That was the whole point of this. So it's more of a question of how does Valhalla rate that people are willing to step in and make sure that it continues, because it's not all about me. I haven't made it all about me. I've made it about all of you. When we started doing this, when we started doing this, when we started moving those stones, I didn't go up a whole bunch of people and say, hey, you need to move my stones and make my castle for me. I started it. And when people came along, one of the first people was Dave Bob. One of the first people was the lady that was going after Mike, constantly trying to call ice on him. There were so many people that walked in that door and were like, what are you doing? And I'm moving stones because I'm doing this. And they just started helping. And they just started doing it too. So from Lori Roberts, Lori Roberts to Dave Bob, Adega, it's what we've done here. So right off the bat, that is what is important. This community is what is important, and this community will be here after I am long gone. So I want it to be in the very best position. If something happens to me, if I retire, whatever, I want this to continue. Not for me, but for everyone that's a part of it. That's more important than being right or being first or any of that other nonsense. Walter Tomascu, welcome back, Loki. Just take it easy and recover. I'm doing my best, brother. Thank you so very much. And I think I owe some people some skulls.
Ooh, maybe we might be overdue for a few. But
we got Mark. Who's 36 months as a member.
Jesus.
Thank you so very much, Mark. June Wong with the $2 super chat. Psycho Dork 9 with a $2 super chat. And Walter Tomascu with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so very much, gentlemen. This one is just for you. Long live the fighters. Old school skull.
Long live the fighters!
Now, this guy right here, this guy dropped a bomb yesterday that reverberated through the internet. Everyone was making videos. Everybody was talking about this yesterday. George Lucas betrays Star Wars, yada, yada, yada. Disney is the only ones who can do it. People have been going nuts. Some people believe it. Some people don't. Some people are making claims that it wasn't him, that it was his wife. For all the Star Wars people that still think that Star Wars is the end all be all of all of it, of news information, I'm glad you got some news. This isn't anything I didn't already know. It's not anything I didn't already know. Psychodorf 9 with $5 super chat. I've been kidnapped by blue-haired landwells. I remember. That's right. That's right. Psychodorf 9 when it was still pop culture therapy. My name is Stone Loki, a YouTuber. I've been kidnapped by blue-haired landwells. They're holding me captive on the internet, and I'm just trying to find a way out. That's right. That was my first intro. That was the first intro I ever did.
Was that back when you were sweating and just
God help me?
Oh my goodness. It's hard to believe. You know, I mean, I know I came in late to the party, and I promise this is not about me at all, you know, because Loki just contacted me the one day. It's like, hey, come on the show and talk some Trek. And now here we are, almost 3 years this August or something like that. But the you know, you talked about community and everything, and it's like the whole sum of the parts that came together. Was this your ultimate kind of like achievable goal that you wanted, or has this just kind of surpassed any, you know, expectations you had when you first started this?
Oh, it's completely surpassed. When I started doing the early review stuff, it was just this like, okay, I am a YouTuber. My name is Stone Loki, and I am a YouTuber that is stuck in YouTube. I'm stuck in YouTube, and I can't get out because I've been kidnapped by blue-haired landwells. Please watch my content, and if I get enough watches, I can escape from the blue-haired landwells and get out of the internet. It was a stupid idea, and it was pop culture therapy, and it was an interesting idea, but it was still a stupid idea. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I wanted to do. It wasn't until I did my first live stream that I was like, I love this. This is so much funner than doing the videos. I can be spontaneous. I can use improv. I can have fun. I can have a lot of fun. And it changed the dynamic of what I was doing. It really did. Because I had a plan. That first live stream, I had this plan, and I had like jokes written out.
Yeah.
And it was so just, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, threw all that out. I had to throw all that out because it just wasn't gonna work. And I realized that I got really lucky. I was late, and someone went ahead of me, and they just blew the fucking doors off of it. And I was like, I can't. This is gonna bomb so bad if I try and read shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a little bit it's got its pros and cons, you know, because sometimes you can do, I mean, the amount of live streams I've done with you now, and I know you've done like 8,000 times more than I have. I do this once a week with you guys, you know. So, you know, 9 times out of 10, Loki will have a plan going into the show. Like we'll have a topic or whatever, which is not planned too far in advance, but we'll have an idea. But
usually the night before, I don't give them a lot of time.
Usually the night before. Well, I mean, you know, 95% of what we do is just live and on the spot. And, you know, so when you go from doing your videos like you used to do to live streams while con wise, they can be a little bit distracting because you're constantly, chat will mention something and suddenly you branch off there and you go off there, like it always happens. But the big pros are, the bonuses to that is it's a much more organically centered environment. So you get live reactions to feed off of, and that, can keep you going. So, I mean, I think, organically it suits what you do much better, because it's a lot more liberating in that sense. That way you don't have to be so tunnel visioned on, got to do this, got to do this, got to do this. This is just like, hey, everybody, what do you want to talk about? Because I know you used to make videos all the time.
Yeah, I used to make videos all the time. Yes, I did. I made videos all the time. This was even before I did this iteration of YouTube, before pop culture therapy, before any of that. I was making videos all the time because I did Star Trek videos all the time.
And
he wasn't BSing about that about like,
good.
13, 14 years ago now. God help me.
Yeah. Oh my God. With hi, honey, I'm home. I'll get the mail. You go fuck yourself.
You go fuck yourself.
Oh my God. Like, promotional material and Arnold Schwarzenegger interviews. This guy was just doing everything, like videos all the time. If he uploaded all those today, he would have a library's worth of shit that you could watch every day, and it would last you the next 3 years.
I've got almost all of them too. I've got some stuff me and this guy did back in the day that I guarantee one's heard.
Well, we shared some of that during our first 0 hour anniversary. Yeah, but a lot of that has been archived. I still have all of them, like the 45-minute, hour-long talks I had with a certain Texas rattlesnake, but those are archived and they're not public.
Arwen says, here's something to think about too. Think about all the channels that have been born out of Valhalla. You inspire people to get the courage to want to try their hands at this crazy YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Someone, you know what? True. This is funny. And this is why Mike is like hashtag blame Loki and it's Loki's fault. Yada, yada, yada. The message was very clear at the very beginning of this, and that is go forth and do this. If you want to do this, get on your microphone. It doesn't matter whether you have your phone. It doesn't matter whether you have a cheap microphone. It doesn't matter whether you have a cheap headset. If you want to do this, get on and do it. Just jump.
Yeah.
Jump. Take the jump and do it. What's it going to hurt? Well, apparently it hurt some people. Because some people came back and said, you told me to do this. Now I don't know what to do. And blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, I can tell you that if you feel the urge to get on the microphone and speak your mind and say something, I can tell you to go and do that. I can tell you don't wait. Because I waited for a couple of years before I said, you know what, I'm going to try this again. I should have jumped at it back in the very beginning. When all of this shit started, and I didn't. I just listened. I got to be a fan for a while, and I just listened, just like a lot of you do. When you just listen, Loki, I check out this channel, and then I'm on to Machini after that, and then I listen to Midnight's Edge, and then I listen to this person, or I listen to Valiant, or I listen to whoever it is that you're listening to, Backtube. I got to be a fan for a while. I could have jumped at all of this then, and I didn't. I said, who would want to listen to me? Honestly, I really fucking said that. Who's going to want to listen to me? Who's going to want to hear me talk?
I think, well, I mean, do you think everybody goes through that?
I think in some way, until you get over that. Yeah. Until
you just do it. Because I mean, like, I can only speak for myself as an outsider looking at this, because I am, not a YouTuber. I don't do this, the way you do. I would think for some people when they're first kind of getting the idea in their head, it can be a little intimidating because you're not sure, unless you have an actual plan and you're going to stick to it. It can be a little intimidating. It's like, well, I don't know what gear to use. I don't know who my target audience would be. It's a little bit strange when you're from the outside looking in that regard, until you finally get through that hurdle, jump off the bridge, and take the dive into it.
And what Cambrian says, I hear myself and I hate the sound of my own voice.
I hate myself. I mean, that's unfortunately one of the reasons why I don't go back and rewatch any like, streams we do or shows we do or anything like that. If I can catch something live, that's cool. But I hate the way I sound. It sounds like I hit puberty and never fucking got out of it. I don't know. I'm just cursed. The outsider. Yeah, you got it. But yeah.
The outsider.
Everybody hates the sound of their own voice. It's horrible.
So, well, some people love it.
Some people love it. There are some that are full of themselves and they're just complete narcissists when it comes to things like that. People sometimes just talk to hear themselves talk.
I wasn't going to say that, but
having said that, I'm going to shut up now. I'm sorry. I do have to apologize. I ramble far too often, but anyway,
fuzzy dice. There's some fuzzy dice. I can't stand my voice.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, it's true though.
I got dragged onto YouTube from the chat, then tossed around between channels. I was shit at saying no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm glad he brought that up because on a platform such as this or any, public domain, whether it's Rumble or, whatever the hell else is going on, how often, and I'm sorry if this is turning into an interview, how often did you feel the need to be a people pleaser?
Oh, in the beginning?
Or at all?
In the beginning, it was very difficult to say no.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that first year was running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, okay, so I was going through my own shit. I had just gotten out of a horrible, very, very difficult relationship. I was pushing to try and get out of that situation because I'd basically dug myself into a hole so deep I never thought I'd get out of it.
Mm-hmm. And how far back was that going? Like years?
That was yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
was that the one I was aware of, or was this after that?
This was after that.
Okay. All right.
It was one bad decision after another. That you know about.
We've all been there. I'm the wrong kind of guy to talk about relationships anyway. Yeah. So
I had crash coursed my life. It really had. And there was very little sunshine in my life, if that makes any sense. So I just jumped all in. I really did. I was like, okay, it's either this or I'm going to live in my car. So I kind of jumped all in. So running around, talking to people, meeting people. I probably met new people every day. I probably found out something about YouTube every day. And I still try and find out something new every day. As far as making other people happy, I focus on the people here. And to give you an idea what I'm talking about, let me pull this up real quick. I focus on the people here. I focus on the people that are.
Say hello, chat.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. You're reading your own chat live through a chat replay. We must be at the nexus of the universe.
Right? Mm-hmm. Some people you aren't going to be able to make happy. That's just life.
Right. Well, I mean, anybody could tell anybody. You can't please everyone.
Now, am I talking about shitting on someone that's like, hey, Loki, can you, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you have to have a balance.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a balance. Josh,
Take a time
You're
out. Go
pulled
play
up.
The Sims.
You're pulled up in chat, so you're all there. I should probably like leave that up. I don't know, but
Oh, God. I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
you know, what Psychodorf have been kidnapped by blue hair and landwells. It wasn't always the idea. I just wanted to use my voice. I had listened, I had watched, and then I watched a couple of people that I had a lot of respect for get slammed for shit that was absolute bullshit. The media was trying to paint them as these toxic, right, screaming, Yahtzee-ists, O's, all that shit. And I was sick of it. So I said something. I spoke up and I was like, you know what? These are some really cool people. You have no idea what the hell you're talking about. They had gone after Gary at Nerdrotic. They'd gone after Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers. They'd gone after DC over in the Damn Doom. They'd gone after a couple of people that I really like to listen to. And I was like, this is bullshit. I've talked to these people. I've met some of them. You have no idea what in the hell you're talking about. They just don't like this bullshit that they're being fed. And it's the same thing. And here's the problem. This is what really pisses me off. Some of you know where I'm going to go with this. Some of you don't. But you'll know when you hear it. When you've got these people playing this game, making shit up, and then you look into our sphere of things, and you've got people lying, making shit up, or they're just so effing dumb that they believe this horse shit they're being fed, and they constantly repeat it, that you're like, how are you not doing the same shit that these fucks are doing when they make all this stuff about us? When they make stuff up about gamers, when you create stories, whether you are repeating that story that somebody else has told you or you're making it up, there is no difference. It's dumb, it's stupid, and you're no better than these sorry sons of bitches that make up shit about us because they don't like what we have to say. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. When we talk about, you know, the black condor and the putrid sparrow and all that other bullshit, it's bullshit. Someone's taking an advantage of somebody. Or someone's so dumb, they're being taken advantage of and they don't even know it. That's almost just as bad as someone that's lying and making shit up to manipulate things to make themselves look good. If you're so dumb that you've been taken on a ride, if you're so stupid that you got taken on a ride, you got lied to, and then you keep going back to that source of information and using it because you're an idiot, you're just as bad as they are.
Yeah. I mean, if it's repetitive behavior like that, you would think if you at least have half of an ounce of a brain in there, you would start to clue in like, oh, maybe my sources are a little bit wrong. Maybe I should reevaluate where my information is coming from. But if you're that gullible where you keep going back to it and you just believe the hype and you believe everything that you see, you're doing yourself a disservice, and that's not going to end well.
I need an eagle sound effect so that when I do this, yeah.
What do eagles sound like? I don't even know. I just made a crow sound. See, I'm stupid and gullible too, guys. Come on, I don't belong here.
So that's a big load of bullshit for me. When you know what, if you have a theory, just admit that it's a theory. If you have some theory about what's going on, saying that, I've got super secret backdoor up the ass info, I'm done. I'm done with you.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm not listening to it. Yeah, gullible, you make gull sounds. Thank you, Stig.
Mine.
Yeah. And Monty, it's perfect. You can fool me once. I've been fooled. Go back like 3 years ago when all the like, oh, shit's gonna be divergent, it's gonna change, and they're gonna erase this bullshit from happening. At first, I was like, that's perfect. That's a perfect way to fix this. It was a lie. They lied to us. You got lied to.
Mm.
And then it just got to the point where it was ridiculous, and people were calling people out left and right, and it was all bullshit. Thank you, Andy. Man, I really hate that I missed the chance to get to stream with you yesterday over on the Man Show. All those guys are absolutely great. Check those guys out. They're on Tuesdays on Rumble. They have a wonderful channel where they get together and they talk about being men, doing manly things, and having a good time at it. And that it's not.
It sounds toxic. Oh my God.
Exactly. It's not toxic. It's just guys being guys.
Yeah.
How do we get past the fact that, well, guys aren't supposed to act like guys anymore? They're supposed to put on dresses and they're supposed to act like fucking twats. No, I'm sorry. We don't need to all hate each other like these crazy ass feminists that absolutely hate you, that want to get rid of you. The only thing they hate more than the guys that are like, we like to play Halo and Call of Duty and Mass Effect because of, the giant rumps, the giant bum. Oh, look, she's bending over and it's her giant bum.
God.
Mass Effect. The only thing they hate more than us is you other women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's competition.
Competition.
Either that or they're probably thinking that everybody should be thinking alike, like them.
There's a reason why they don't like Miranda's ass, and it's because it's better than theirs. I'm perfect, Amanda. I'm absolutely 100% perfect.
Well, she was built and designed that way. You know what? I've never banged a blue chick either, but Liara's pretty fucking hot. I will do that any day of the week. But, I mean, the principle is, if a woman wants to go out and play sports, go do it. If she wants to sit in the kitchen and bake some cookies or toss a salad, yeah, I know what I just said there. That's no one has the right to decide what they want that other person to do. If a woman wants to learn how to cook, go let her do it. If a guy wants to go cook, go let him do it. If a woman wants to pick up a 3/8 crescent wrench and fix a faucet, let her do it. But don't chastise them just because they're not doing something you don't think they should be doing.
Okay, I'm going to hit you with this, and it's probably going to be unfair, and you're probably going to be pissed. Soundtracks.
All right.
So, movie soundtracks.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter whether it's like an orchestral soundtrack. It doesn't matter whether it's rock. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be techno. It could be whatever.
1983 synthwave. Oh my God.
So anything from Conan to Tron to The Crow to, I love soundtracks. Godzilla, I've got every Godzilla soundtrack except for -1. I'm waiting on that to be released on vinyl.
Well, that is yet to come out, so I'm sure you'll have your hands on that soon.
I will. I have every single Godzilla soundtrack that's ever come out. So I love soundtracks. I'm a nut when it comes to soundtracks. I always have. Goram, it's a kilt. It's a kilt.
It's a kilt.
Aye, Hungus pieces kilt all the time. I gotta get that as a skull.
Oh God, that would be.
Don't talk nonsense, man. I peed my kilt the first time I went into battle. Aye, Hungus pieces kilt all the time.
See, the defense rests. I rest my case. An organic crowd, and here we are. Just yeah, I see the point, Loki. There it goes, and it's gone.
And it's gone. Thank you so much. I could reply for $2 super chat, brother.
Chat is awesome, man.
No, the chat is awesome.
Chat is awesome.
You guys keep me coming back wanting to do this every day, and it sucks when something like this happens. It absolutely sucks. And Mike made me realize something. I think after it was around 10 when I talked to him, so it was about an hour after the show. He said, "You've been sick more this year than you have like the whole year before that, since the wedding." And I was like, "I have?" He goes, "Yeah, at least twice." And I was like, "Son of a bitch."
I think something's going around because I mean, if what I got coming on is going to hit me over the next couple of days, I've been sick the last 4 months than I ever have in the last 4 years. So I don't know. It's just something in the air. Everybody's been catching something lately. It's not just you.
Someone was like, "Is that really Loki?" You don't want to see me right now. You really don't. I mean, I could turn on the camera, but
Yeah.
I look like shit. I feel like shit. I'm sitting here in a hoodie because I'm
Is there
cold.
is there a
Even
way
with
you
the
could
fan off.
could you mirror me on both sides? I don't know. I'll do cam for both
I
of us.
doubt
Don't try it. We might break something.
That sounds nasty. I'm gonna cam for both of us.
Oh, good God.
God help me.
No, that
You're
was
gonna-
with the jar of maple syrup in the captain's quarters. We're not going there again.
Wow. Marriage made
Anyway,
Loki sick. Confirmed.
no, it's Eris and all her cats.
I will say one thing. I go out a lot more.
As a couple.
I go out a lot. It's not just as a couple. So the job Eris does, I never talk about this, and it's her business to talk about. She is out a lot. She's out like every day. So, but there are at least 1 or 2 times a week that I am out with her during the week. So, and that's been a thing for like the last 3 or 4 months. So that pretty much tracks into December. So, that might be a reason. It might be something. I know I'm out a lot more. So,
well, hey, it's bound to happen.
and it's all public places, malls, shit like that, mini malls, comic book shops. I get to go to a lot of comic book shops. That is a big, huge positive. So, at least 1 or 2 a week, and that almost all of them are different.
1 or 2 a week. I don't think I've been to 1 or 2 over the past 6 years. Oh my God. So
yeah, and they're all different. So I pretty much like got the whole comic book scene in Houston pretty much nailed down because I've been to almost all of them. Eris is a bounty hunter.
Stig, bounty hunter. I was just saying that.
Right?
Stig's on top of it, y'all.
So, and Eris ain't tiny. She's like 5'9". No, she's an Amazon.
She's an Amazon. Yeah, good times.
She's got her Wonder Woman thing going on. But yeah, every shop we've ever walked into, they're like her on flies on rice. It's damn. Yeah, they love it when they see a girl come into their store.
It's like, ooh, a brand new market we can go after. All right.
And when she starts talking, when she's like, "Hey, do you have a ABP number? You know, whatever." Or, do
is
you have
there
a
a
Wonder
reaction
Woman
like this?
Pretty much, because she knows what she wants. She knows what she's looking for. Stig's like 5'9" is tiny. Well, around here, like 5'3", 5'4" is tiny. So, yeah. No, she's good. It's fun.
She is good. She's good for your health. Most of the time.
ABP number, yeah. Oh yeah.
Number 17, volume 4.
They wanted too much for it. I didn't end up buying it, but I was in a store and they had a hardback ABP Omnibus number 2. This is when Machiko becomes a predator and goes and hunts with the predators. And they wanted $100 for it. And I was like 50. And the guy was like, "Ha!" I was like, "Yeah, no, I'll give you 50, but I ain't going to give you any more than that." But all that stuff's out of print. So
yeah. Gotta get in while the getting's good.
Yeah, and they'll never be made like that again because Disney owns that shit now. So pretty much the old shit is the old shit, which is actually good for me because I have so many copies of the actual comic that I could probably sell off 3 or 4
I'll buy
lines,
that for $1.
entire lines of the comic. I could sell off 3 or 4 lines of it and still have the best one. So I've collected, anytime I see any of these, I buy it. I have to. They're never that much. It's like $8, $9, $10, $15. Every once in a while you'll come across a store that's like up its own ass. And I'm like, yeah, but usually you can talk to those people and be like, hey, what's the lowest price? You'll go.
Yeah.
If I buy more than one, will you drop the price down? Tiny hands. Well, that's the problem, Arlena.
Then everything looks bigger.
Tiny hand. I just take the tiny hand.
Tiny hands. Oh my God, Joe.
It looks so big.
It looks so big, them tiny hands. There you Oh my God, it fucking snickered. I can't do it. I can't do it. My voice will crack and I'll sound like a friggin' oh my God. No, we're not going there. Don't forget to bring a towel.
I got that Christmas album. What is it? The little poo guy.
Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky. It's Mr. Hanky's Christmas.
Oh my God.
Yeah, on vinyl. I saw it the other day and I was like, I have to buy that shit.
Oh my God.
I gotta pull it up because it's behind me somewhere. But yeah, tiny hands and butterflies. But how?
It's the time to get together, sing songs, and bake cookies. Oh God, nuts in a vice grip.
Arwen's got man hands.
Do you have man hands, Arwen? Is that how you make all your sausage? Is the way you do it? Wring it out of the pan.
She makes the cookies.
She makes
the cookies.
Are so delicious. Stop eating my wife's cookies.
Those are my cookies.
Oh my God. Is my wife there? Oh, she's here. I think she's in the shower. Do you want me to go get her? No. Put the cookie down. She claims she does not have man hands. All right. The tribe has spoken. Man hands.
Can't confirm. She slaps him with them on Naboo.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. That's some kinky shit.
God help me.
They're actually bigger than Stallone's. Well, Stallone's like 5'1", isn't he?
Yeah, he's short.
Raw eggs doesn't work for height.
No.
Anyway, I know we got off topic again.
Dude, that's the point. Look at what and this is the point I'm trying to make. So many people get wrapped up in this, I have to be first. I have to make the most money. I have to make the most of this. I have to make the most of that. Look at what you guys just did. That's not us. Yeah, we kind of ran with it, but you threw the pass. We caught it and ran with it, but you threw it. This whole like hand shit and Arwen and Jester and Arlena and Tiny Hands
and Mr. Hanky
Stig. Yeah. And I'm trying to keep everything. Yeah. And this is what you guys did. We didn't do that. You guys did that.
Yeah. Well, it's probably
did that. You made it.
Yeah. It's nice for Loki too, because he could probably start up a show, on any day of the week, and then chat gets rolling, and he could just sit there and go, all right, easy day at work today.
Honestly, it's a lot more relaxed like this without the camera on, because, and I know some people won't get this because they're not running a stream. They're participating. On a stream, but they're not running one. You got a camera on, there's a lot of shit going on that you're keeping track of, that you're looking at. And like right now, I'm just looking at the chat. I'm talking to Zero. I'm watching Take My Strong Hand.
Take my
and I'm my eyes are glued here. So this is a conversation, much more of a conversation with everyone. I can talk to everybody.
Yeah.
So when the camera's on, it's different. I don't know why it's so different, but it is
Well, I
different.
mean, it is a little bit weird sometimes, you know. And don't worry, I'll still cam for both of us this week. Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. Um,
Uh-huh.
oh my God, pardon me. So, it is a little bit straight because I mean, like you and I have talked about this post shows and pre shows before. You know, it's one thing, you know, to see a chat there and you know you're reading along with it and you're having a conversation like you and I do. But it can be, and I don't mean it to sound like it's a bad thing, but a camera can be a little distracting. Just because, you know, if you're like me, you're thinking, oh my God, is this straight? Like, is that okay? Do I look unprofessional sipping my goddamn tea while I'm here? You know, so it's like a little extra thing going on that you weren't necessarily prepared for, but we just kind of do it as a benefit to, you know, to chat. If they're watching live, they'll have something to look at. So you can all point at me and laugh right now, like you probably do anyway. So yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, I can at least understand what you're saying. It's not necessarily a hindrance. It's just one more thing to keep track of.
And we may do that on Wednesdays.
Mhm.
Now that I'm kind of seeing this, we may just do that on Wednesdays and go.
Mhm.
I'll go back to the avatar and we can actually have a discussion because, yeah.
Well,
Darth Arlena.
if you're
Oh, go
not
ahead.
doing cam anymore, neither am I. Anyway,
I said Wednesday, not Monday, jackass.
okay, all right.
No, nobody has to be on camera. I never got that. I never understood. There are some folks out there that say you are not genuine if you are using an avatar.
Mhm.
That there's no genuineness, there's no honesty to what you say and what you do if you're behind an avatar. I think that those people just got their ass handed to them by somebody behind an avatar. They don't like it. Darth
Yeah.
Arlena, who is a Rumble YouTube or Rumble user supporter, sent in a $2 super chat and said, "So glad to have you back and that you're feeling better, Loki. Arwen's man hands aren't fake news; they're man hands."
Oh my.
Oh no!
So when you sorry to interject, but if Arwen gets the vapors and she starts fanning herself, do like the curtains start waving behind her because she's
Oh
got
yeah!
such big hands and like
Oh
does
yeah!
the wall start shaking? It's like,
You've
oh
heard of the
my God,
butterfly effect, right? Well,
it's her.
Arwen's in Georgia. When she starts fanning her using her actual hands, this is
Oh
why
my
she
God.
uses a fan instead of her hands. If she
That just
starts
makes it
using her
worse.
hands to fan, then there's like a tsunami in Japan.
Oh my God. Okay,
Yeah, so she's got to be careful. It's like the butterfly effect. You know, as
I
soon as
want
the ripple starts in Georgia, it goes all the way
wow.
over because her hands are so.
Okay, Arwen, I want you to do me a favor. I love you. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to take both your hands and start going like this. And I want at least 4 or 5 more people in chat to do the same thing on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. I'll wait. Oh shit, there it goes. Jesus Christ. Wow. Anyway.
Causes tsunamis. Okay. Yeah. How do you choke a giraffe with one hand?
Oh my God.
God
With
help
just
me.
one hand.
Just one hand.
See
Just one
again,
hand.
again,
God help us.
don't blame us. Blame chat. Chat's the one they're running with this ball all the way past midfield, man. They're still going. I don't need to. Your hands are big enough. I'm sorry.
Snowdub, what is up, brother? Snowdub, guys, if you haven't subscribed to Snowdub, check him out. Snowdub over at the Cotton Council, Cotton Connection, Skull and Tuck and Roll, brother. Absolutely wonderful show on the weekends. Hopefully, we'll be back. God help us this Friday. We can't keep knocking out late shows, and I've got to see what happened to that little blue bastard. Not Snowdub, but not Jolly, but the other one, the Chulo guy. Gotta find out what happened to him. Thank you so much, brother. This one is just for you and just for you, jesters Darth Arlena. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. Thank you guys so very much. Where the hell is it?
Uh-oh. That's what Adega was asking on Monday.
Ah.
Oh my God, this stuff is all over the place.
Skull! He says work is kicking my ass this week. I'm so tired. That is to me the ultimate skull and tuck and roll. That and the king throwing that little bastard. I'm an expert in the arts of war and military science. Like, are we now?
What's your opinion on the? Oh, that was one of the greatest fucking scenes in that movie because you knew it was coming and you were just.
Are we now?
The trouble with Scotland is that it's full of Scots. Ladies and gentlemen, my ancestors, in a nutshell. The English, not the Scottish. So yeah, us English, we're kind of assholes. We don't want property of our own. We kind of just want to come in and take everything and say we claim it. But yeah.
I heard El Perro tried to probe Chulo Monster with a churro, and since that day, El Perro has been walking funny. All right.
Wow.
I think that's
facts?
how that
Is that facts?
That buddy cop show ended. Was El Perro got a little churro-y, and Chulo shoved it up his ass. Then he turned to the side of good. Evil will always triumph because good is dumb.
Good is dumb. Oh God, we're crazy.
Bad dog. What a tourist perk. Yeah, Prima Nocta. Weird tourist perk. God help us. Okay, so Machini's coming up. So many good people. So many people that are straight up. You know, there's a reason why I love working with a lot of these good people. Why I like working with Mike. Why I love working with Snowdub. Why I love working with Adega. They're straight up and they're not trying to sell you something or bullshit you something. Machini is so fucking talented that he can sell me something. Why would I say that? Because there's a reason why I am all in on his Patreon. Why I'm all in on his, or not his Patreon, but his subscription, his memberships. He has something wonderful to sell, and that is this awesome art. There are no snake oil salesmen here. Thank you, Mark. That's perfect. That is perfect. There are no snake oil salesmen here, and I don't want them here. And if you know, all you care about is money or getting something out of somebody, go somewhere else, because this is not the place for you.
No.
You know, the grifting and the give me money and all that bullshit.
Give me money. Get the hell out of here.
You know, you guys support this show. There's one thing that Mike nailed. You guys keep this show on. I don't run ads. I don't want to run ads. I'm not gonna rely on YouTube. I'm not gonna bite them tooth and nail for their scraps, for their pennies. And that's what I was doing every day. And it's when we went, you know what? We'll keep the lights on. That's the whole point of keeping the lights on. You guys keep the fires burning bright. You guys keep the lights on in Valhalla. We all do.
Yeah.
I think keep the lights on.
I think it's safe to say we're at a point where I don't think anyone here has to worry about Loki suddenly name dropping an ad for like Raid Shadow Legends or some shit.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, geez, to be perfectly honest, the entire time I've been doing this with you, you know, there may have been more, I'm not sure, but we've had one sponsor that had to do with your Viking theme. It fit in perfectly with your whole sense of purpose around here, you know.
And that store is still up. That's Norris Tradesman. Use code Loki of Mischief.
Sorry,
they have paid. They have paid out too. So I had money just sitting in escrow that was just sitting there that I had no idea about. And they paid out a couple of months ago. So they are a real deal. Thank you to everyone that has checked them out. Whether you're looking for cutlery, whether you're looking for swords, axes, bows, we've got everything you need right here at Norris Tradesman.
Would anybody, again, I'm not trying to plant the germ of this idea in you, but if you were to kick it old school and do a video, would anyone object to Loki doing like a 25, 30-second ad placement in his video after he just said, I'll never do ads? But yeah, I know you love doing voiceover shit like that.
It's done. So the ad's done. The ad's made. If I do, and I will, there's going to be some future stuff. So I'm not going to do stupid daily. I'm not chasing damn crazy. I'm not chasing the rabbit. But there will be some videos that, hey, you know what? Thank you for watching this. If you like this stuff, head over to Norris Tradesman, because they've got swords, axes, bows, everything you need.
Well, I mean, realistically, if they were nice enough to reach out to you, I think the least you could do is just like, give them a little bit of airtime. Not that I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be a corporate shill. I'm just saying,
They even have beard jewelry.
Oh my God.
They've got all kinds of cool stuff. They've got all kinds of cool shit. And they have sales. You get a percentage off if you do the Loki of Mischief. They've been really good to me. It's not a show type deal. If someone goes there and shops, I get a little kickback for sending them there. That's what I get. And you know what? Whatever. I don't do that because I'm like, oh my God, you guys need to shop there and buy everything there and blah, 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 blah. I love their stuff, guys. Yeah. It's not just, Zero's right. It goes with the theme of the show, but I buy their products.
Yeah.
This is not, oh, well, I'm not just I'm a member. No, this is Loki loves their shit. So when Loki, I reached out and I was like, I love your stuff. This is my channel. I never thought they'd be interested. And then they sent me back a thing and we're like, here's your promo code. Give this to people. You'll get a percentage of everything and they'll get money off. I was like, that's brilliant.
That's cool.
So
that's all right.
They pay Loki in chainmail.
Oh my God. What kind of chainmail? Anything you have to shave body hair for?
Links.
Oh my God.
So we're going to get out of here, guys. We're going to send you over to Machini Draws, whose stream's coming up, and just been a big thank you again to Zero. Thank you for rolling with me today. This is a lot easier.
Well, we're just glad to have you back. Hey, you know what? I mean, honest to God, I say this jokingly, but it's true. There are better qualified people here than I. So thank you for inviting me to do YouTube Talk Wednesday with you. But yeah, really, we're just glad you're back. We're glad you're feeling better. Just don't overdo it. Take it easy. And thank you to chat for putting up with me twice this week. You guys and gals are fantastic. You already know that.
Viking braided nipple tassels. For the real berserker. Right? Nipple tassels.
Oh my God. Their chat goes again.
The drinking horns are badass. I got Mike a custom one for the wedding. When that was my gift to him, was a custom drinking horn. That is absolutely beautiful. So maybe one day he'll show it off. I don't know.
That's awesome.
But yeah, their stuff is absolutely great. So links in the description of the video. Guys, we're out of here. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter, and don't miss Mock. And he's coming up in the morning block after this. Have a great one, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.